Windows 10 support ends on October 14th, 2025. And if you are still running it right now, you are sitting on a ticking clock that Microsoft has been remarkably quiet about, communicating clearly to the hundreds of millions of people who never upgraded and who are about to find themselves running an unpatched operating system with no security updates, no vulnerability fixes, and no protection against threats that will be discovered and actively exploited after that deadline passes. This is not a scare tactic. This is a documented and confirmed Microsoft policy with a specific date attached to it, and the actions you take or fail to take in the coming months will determine whether your computer becomes a serious liability or whether you come out of this transition in a stronger position than you were in before Microsoft forced the conversation. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what end of support means for your specific machine, the 4 options available to you right now, which one makes sense depending on your hardware and your situation, and the specific steps to take today before the window to act on your own terms closes completely. Let me explain what end of support actually means in concrete terms, because Microsoft's official language around this is deliberately vague, in ways that obscure the real risk to ordinary users. When Windows 10 reaches end of support on October 14th, 2025, Microsoft will stop releasing security patches for the operating system entirely and permanently. Every vulnerability discovered in Windows 10 after that date will remain unpatched forever. Every new attack technique developed after that date targeting Windows components will have no fix coming from Microsoft under any circumstances. Your antivirus software will continue functioning, but antivirus operates by detecting known threats and cannot protect you against vulnerabilities in the operating system itself that allow attackers to bypass application-level security entirely. The operating system sitting underneath your antivirus is the foundation everything else depends on. And when that foundation stops receiving structural repairs, the entire security model of your machine begins degrading from the moment the last patch ships in October. History tells us exactly what happens to operating systems after Microsoft ends support, because we have watched this play out before with documented consequences. When Windows XP reached end of support in 2014, researchers and criminal organizations immediately began cataloging every known XP vulnerability as a permanent exploitable attack surface requiring no patches to close. Within months of the end of support date, attacks specifically targeting unpatched XP machines were circulating widely, and businesses still running XP were suffering breaches at significantly elevated rates. The same pattern followed Windows 7's end of support in 2020. Windows 10 will not be different. If anything, the scale will be larger because the number of machines still running Windows 10 globally dwarfs the number running XP or Windows 7 at their respective end of support dates, meaning attackers have a larger pool of permanently vulnerable machines to target and stronger financial incentives to develop exploits specifically for them. Your first option is upgrading to Windows 11, and this is the path Microsoft wants you to take, and will communicate most loudly about between now and October 2025. Whether this option is available to you depends entirely on your hardware. Windows 11 requires a TPM 2.0 chip and a processor from a specific list of relatively recent processor generations. Many machines running Windows 10 perfectly well today do not meet these requirements and cannot run Windows 11 officially. To check whether your machine qualifies, download and run Microsoft's PC Health Check application, which is available free from Microsoft's website and runs in under 60 seconds. It will tell you immediately whether your hardware meets Windows 11 requirements, and if it does not, it will specify exactly which requirement your machine fails to meet. If your machine qualifies for Windows 11, the upgrade from Windows 10 is completely free and available through Windows Update right now. You do not need to wait until October 2025. Upgrading today gives you time to identify any compatibility problems with your applications or peripherals, while you still have months to address them rather than discovering issues at the deadline under pressure with no time to resolve them carefully. If your machine does not qualify for Windows 11, you are facing a different decision with 3 remaining options. And the right choice depends on factors specific to your hardware age, your budget, and your specific computing requirements that only you can honestly assess. The second option is purchasing new hardware that meets Windows 11 requirements and migrating your setup to the new machine. This is the option Microsoft most prefers because it drives hardware sales throughout the Windows ecosystem. Whether it makes sense for you depends on how old your current machine is and what condition it is in beyond the operating system situation. A machine that is 3 to 4 years old, runs quickly, has no hardware problems, and simply lacks a TPM 2.0 chip is a perfectly capable computer that deserves better than being replaced because of an arbitrary hardware requirement. A machine that is 7 or 8 years old, runs sluggishly, has aging components, and also lacks Windows 11 compatibility may genuinely benefit from replacement on its own merits, separate from the operating system deadline entirely. Be honest with yourself about which situation describes your hardware before spending money on new equipment, that the deadline is pressuring you toward purchasing before you are genuinely ready. The third option is paying for extended security updates. Microsoft has made this program available to consumers following the precedent established for enterprise customers, allowing you to pay for continued security patches beyond the October 2025 end of support date. The cost is charged annually and increases significantly each year of the extended support period. Year 1 costs approximately $30 per machine. Year 2 costs $60. Year 3 costs $130. This option buys time if you need it, but it is not a permanent solution. And the escalating annual cost makes it increasingly expensive relative to the alternatives the longer you rely on it. For users who have a specific reason they cannot migrate immediately, a hardware purchase planned for next year or a work situation requiring time to resolve application dependencies, paid extended support is a legitimate temporary bridge. For users simply avoiding the decision, the escalating cost structure makes procrastination financially painful. The fourth option is switching to Linux, and this is the option that Microsoft never mentions, that hardware manufacturers have no financial incentive to suggest, and that the majority of Windows 10 users on hardware that does not qualify for Windows 11 have never seriously considered, because Linux's reputation is based on how it existed 5 or 6 years ago, rather than how it exists today. Linux Mint, specifically, has been designed from the ground up to be the most accessible possible transition for users coming from Windows. The taskbar sits at the bottom of the screen. The application menu is in the bottom left corner. The file manager behaves exactly as Windows users expect. The Software Center installs applications through a single click with no command line interaction required at any point. Wireless networks, printers, and external drives connect automatically in the overwhelming majority of cases without driver hunting or technical configuration of any kind. For this specific category of user, the Windows 10 deadline is hitting hardest. Users on older hardware that does not qualify for Windows 11, but that runs well enough to serve daily computing needs. Linux is the most compelling option available, and the performance case for it is specific and measurable. Older hardware that does not meet Windows 11 requirements typically performs significantly better under Linux than it does under Windows 10, and dramatically better than it would under Windows 11, even if Windows 11 could somehow be installed. Linux Mint's idle RAM consumption sits between 1.00 and 1.4 gigabytes on a fresh installation compared to Windows 10's 2.5 to 3.5 gigabyte idle footprint. On machines with 4 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, that difference produces an immediate and noticeable performance improvement rather than a penalty. A machine that has been feeling slow and sluggish on Windows 10 will feel genuinely faster on Linux Mint from the first boot, without any hardware changes whatsoever. The software availability question that immediately arises for most Windows users, considering this option has a more reassuring answer in 2025 than it would have had in earlier years. If your daily computing needs include web browsing, email, video calls, streaming video, document editing, spreadsheets, social media, online banking, and general productivity tasks, Linux handles every one of these without meaningful gaps. Chrome has a native Linux version. Zoom has a native Linux version. Spotify has a native Linux version. Discord has a native Linux version. LibreOffice handles Microsoft Office formats with high fidelity for the document types ordinary users work with daily. Every web-based application, including Google Docs, Microsoft 365 Online, Netflix, YouTube, and banking websites, works identically in a Linux browser because those applications live in the browser rather than in the operating system beneath it. The gap between Windows and Linux software availability for mainstream users has narrowed dramatically to the point where the transition is genuinely viable for the majority of Windows 10 users whose machines cannot run Windows 11. The security dimension of choosing Linux over continued Windows 10 use after October 2025 deserves specific emphasis because it is the core reason this deadline matters in the first place. Linux receives continuous security updates indefinitely at no cost. The open source development model means security vulnerabilities are identified, disclosed, and patched rapidly by a global community of developers with no commercial reason to delay fixes. Linux's architecture also makes the category of malware that targets Windows systems largely non-functional by design, meaning that even if a specific Linux vulnerability exists, the ecosystem of attack tools developed to exploit Windows does not transfer. Switching an older machine to Linux Mint before October 2025 does not just solve the end of support problem. It places that machine on a security foundation that is structurally more robust than Windows at every hardware age and price point. The action you need to take today, regardless of which path you ultimately choose, is to check your hardware and make a decision, rather than drifting toward the October deadline without a plan. Download PC Health Check from Microsoft's website and run it on every Windows 10 machine in your household right now. If machines qualify for Windows 11, upgrade them today while you have time to adjust comfortably. If machines do not qualify, go to the Linux Mint website, download the latest version, write it to a USB drive using the free Balena Etcher tool, and spend one afternoon running Linux Mint as a live session without installing anything or changing a single file on your hard drive. The live session makes no permanent changes to your machine and gives you direct first-hand experience of whether Linux meets your specific daily needs, rather than requiring you to rely on anyone else's assessment of whether it would work for your particular situation and workflow. The worst possible outcome from this deadline is continuing to use an unpatched operating system after October 2025 because you delayed making a decision and then kept using what was familiar out of inertia. Every month of operation on an unpatched Windows 10 machine after that date represents elevated and compounding security risk as more vulnerabilities are discovered and remain permanently unaddressed. Your files, your financial accounts, your personal data, and your privacy all depend on the security of the operating system running underneath every application you use every day. That foundation loses its maintenance in October 2025, and the time to act on your own terms is right now while months remain rather than days. Subscribe for the specific step-by-step guides covering the Windows 11 upgrade process, the Linux Mint installation and setup process, and the application migration steps that make whichever transition you choose as smooth and as fast as possible.